Hi all, and welcome to another episode of How Do I Feed the Beast? Really, seriously, how? I still haven't worked it out. Anyway guys, I want to start this episode by saying that I've been working more on the shape of the fortress, or base. I'm going to stick calling it fortress because that's the way it was referred to in the request. I've made it quite a bit bigger, added this balcony here. It's gonna be even bigger still. It's gonna be more rooms, a lot more towers, definitely more balconies. Then I'm gonna start putting the windows in, some proper entrances, and then finally I'm gonna go along and put in the final touches with decorative blocks and micro blocks. So it's gonna look awesome, I hope. I just want to get the basic shape done first. So guys, just going to give you a quick sort of catch up of everything I've been doing, and then we'll get on and do some cool stuff. So this is the main storage / crafting room. I've added barrels all the way around the edge. I've got some new crafting tools, like tables, like this cart assembler here from Steve Carts. And this uncrafting table here, which I found in the Twilight Forest. This can uncraft stuff, so for instance, if I try and uncraft this pickaxe, it's going to give me 2 sticks and 2 of the sapphires back because it's partially damaged. So that's pretty cool, so that book should give me... Oh, the books don't work. It doesn't work with every item, guys. So yeah, they're pretty useful. I've just been tidying it up in here, guys. While I was sorting out all these chests until somehow, just after I finished building this staircase, a creeper showed up behind me and blew up some of the chests. I had stuff everywhere, guys. I was running around, grabbing chests, planting them at random, hence they're all higgledy-piggledy at the moment. I love that word, higgledy-piggledy. Anyway, so I saved almost everything, so it didn't go as bad as it could have. It was not nice, guys. It was not nice. Through here, I have added a coke oven, and this is for making coal coke from coal. This needs no external power; it powers itself. It's just very, very slow. As a byproduct, it makes creosote oil, and that's just being pumped into this tank. And I can just grab it out of the tank with some buckets whenever I need it. Over here, this is what the coal coke's for. This is a blast furnace. I've been using this to turn iron into steel. There's none in there at this very moment in time. Through here, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this room. I want to move all the bluetricity stuff, so if you guys have got any ideas what should be in this room, then let me know. I'm going to replace all of the missing iron panels. You know, something cool can go in here, guys, but I'll let you see if you've got any good suggestions for that. Over this side, before I go in here, I should say that one of the reasons I haven't put as many videos out is because I've been testing all kinds of things to do with vanilla Minecraft and Feed the Beast. Most of this testing has been for the free server that I'm going to be opening up soon, but it's just going to be a few people at first, guys, because I can only afford to pay for a few people. I have decided, after the new release of the Ultimate Feed the Beast pack, that is the pack we will be going with. It's going to be Feed the Beast Survival with the Ultimate pack. So, to get myself familiar with the Ultimate Pack, by the way, the Ultimate Pack was chosen because it had some mods that would work great for when the server's in play. So I try to migrate my save from the... Sorry, I'll just let you watch the penguins while I'm talking. My save from the Minecraft pack to the Ultimate pack, but I run into quite a few problems. So what I've done instead is I'm gradually adding in some of the ultimate mods into the Minecraft pack and learning them ready for when the server launches, which is as soon as we can get it done. I've got a few people helping me, and I'm really hoping it's going to be great. I know that I'm going to be putting a lot of work into it. So I've moved my Twilight Forest portal in here, and my Nether portal, which is missing a bit of obsidian because I borrowed it for some other stuff. I'm going to put it back though. It's just that I lost the obsidian with the whole creeper incident. I've got my Formcraft stuff here, and we've got Mistcraft here. We're going to be getting into some Mistcraft in this episode. It's one of the things we're going to be checking out. This is one of the additional mods that's going to be really handy for the server. You basically use it to make custom worlds, and it'd be great to have some of these custom worlds on the server. The ones on the server would be planned out and as best as we can get them, guys. But obviously Mistcraft will be available because everyone will be using the ultimate pack, so you can all make your own worlds as well. Some of the cooler stuff I've got to show you. We'll start with going outside and show you some of that. It's just a pen I've just added. I'm just collecting some animals for farming and stuff. But here's the cool stuff that I've been working on today mainly. So this is Steve's carts, guys. This is a Steve cart. They're modular carts, and this one is for farming. This one's set up to farm wheat like it is now, or potatoes or carrots. It's being powered by that solar panel on the top that folds in at night, and that's, you know, it's powered off for the night. But this thing plants the crops, it fertilizes them, keeps the ground moist, as long as you keep it stocked up with water and fertilizer and stuff. At the moment, because I've not restocked it in a while because I've been working on other stuff, it is literally just running off the stuff that's collected. So that works perfectly fine as long as you know, nothing gets in the way of its progress. The only thing I could think of is if a creeper blew up, because there's not a lot else that would stop it. If it gets stopped briefly by someone standing in front of it, or a mob standing in front of it, I get confused for a little while and then it would just carry on. So that just collects crops forever now, guys, because, you know, it gets the seeds from the old crops and replants them again. So it's a fully automatic farm, basically, that just runs during the day. Over here, we have another one of the Steve's carts. This one has a woodcutter on the front, lots of storage, and I put a colour module, as you can see, it's chipping the wood down there. This wood farm, in my opinion, is far superior to the one that I showed in the last episode. I could not recommend this any higher, guys. Steve's Carts is an amazing mod to get into, but it is something to do later in the game because, for instance, just those blades on that woodcutter, that's 5 diamonds. But it's worth it because this is completely automated and I never have to do anything other than empty the chests. So how it works, guys, is there's a cargo manager here, just like that one over there. This one here I'm just using for topping the farmer up with supplies, but this one here, it's set to empty the contents of the minecart's chest into the cargo manager. It then gets pumped out by this redstone engine. We might just about see it happen after it's finished chopping down that tree. Yeah, it's just filling up the cargo manager now, and as you can see, all the wood and everything's coming through. Straight through these gold pipes. This diamond pipe filters out the saplings and apples. This one filters out, so most of the logs go into this chest, which I really need to empty. I'll grab some of this now, because it's getting rather full. Sorry, shift clicking's a bit dodgy. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. And then a little bit of the wood goes into this furnace, then that's made into charcoal, which goes into this cargo manager that loads that into the cart. So it gets powered up when it's low on charcoal, just grabs it from here and carries on. So that's fully automated, and that will go on and on and on forever, basically, even throughout the night, because it's running on charcoal rather than solar panels like that one. I do have a bit of a confession with that. I did make a woodcutter cart that did have solar panels and no coal engine, and basically it was useless because it wouldn't even work during the day because the trees were shading it. So guys, I'm just going to whack some of these logs into storage quick. There's that slot full. Just put in there. I'm still sorting out all the wood stuff, so they don't really matter too much where to go. Right, next up. I didn't mean to click on that button. Sorry, guys. Next up, we have this, which is a gravity gun. It's another mod that I've brought over from the Ultimate Pack. This thing takes obsidian, ender pearls, and a diamond to make, I think. Maybe a bit of iron as well. It's definitely worth it though, guys. I mean, you can use it just to mess around, but it has some really good uses as well. So for like messing around, you just move blocks about, walk around, pretend you're an Enderman, and then put it back somewhere where it's not supposed to be, or in this case, it is a bit hard to place blocks when there's nothing below them. One more try, and if it don't work this time, I shall. No, I'm going to put that back later. But anyway, let's go back to me telling you how useful this thing is. So, where it actually comes into being useful is picking up animals or other mobs to move around. That's great for farming or for just, whatever you need to move mobs around for. With enemy mobs, it's quite fun, because you can just grab them and then launch them with the other mouse button. So it's right click to pick something up, guys, and then left click to launch it. And you can launch straight away, so if you run up, you can actually just charge and push them away like that. It's not the best idea for a weapon really, but it's fun. The other thing that it's really useful for is back inside. So we'll just go back inside the base. One thing to note is you can't open doors and stuff while you're holding the gravity gun. It's probably for the best really, because it could rip the door off its hinges or whatever. It can't actually do that, but that's probably why they changed it, so you can't interact with the door. So right now I've got this chest here, and this has got like the majority of my tools in, some pretty useful stuff in there. And I don't want this chest here, so I would have to empty it all out into my inventory, maybe some bags or backpacks depending on which mods you're using, or just pick up the whole chest and block it down over there. And just to show you guys, still got all the stuff in it. That is a very useful feature indeed. One of the reasons that I recommend the Ultimate Pack for our server. I have to sort that. there's just one more thing we're going to try with Steve carts. I decided I wanted to show you a cart that I've never used on camera before, because I think that the element that it could go wrong is kind of makes it more interesting to watch rather than something I've already tested and set up nicely. And the creeps just dropped down behind me. I wasn't even confident. This is an ironwood sword, guys. As soon as you craft it, it's got knockback 1. Make that from live roots. You make the ironwood from the live roots you find in the Twilight Forest. So this is a Steve cart that I literally made just before I started this video. It's quite a complex one. One thing to note is the more complex the cart is, the longer it takes the cart assembler to make in real time. This one took over half an hour for it to be constructed, but the really advanced ones can take up to about 8 hours, I've heard. So this cart has quite a lot of functions. It's got a coal engine, and I've just chucked some coal and charcoal in there. I've disabled that engine just so we can load it up ready. It's got a torch placer, so I've put 3 batches of torches in it. It's got a railer so it can lay down track. So, I've topped that up with rails. It's got a bridge building module, so it can place down blocks when there's not a way across any other way. So it just makes bridges, basically. And it's got quite a lot of internal storage, so it doesn't have to come up very often. It's got a height control. You can move this up and down, and that controls which level you want it to go down to start mining. I've just put it around about here because if you look at this handy little thing here, this will tell you what you can get at those heights, and you can see that diamonds around about this height, so I'll just go for 8 for now. And it's got a colorized module as well, so you can change its color. I will leave it as red because you guys probably worked out already that I love red. Also, they don't have a interface in there. These are liquid controllers, and these stop the cart from having problems with lava and water. So in theory, guys, I've deliberately put it in front of this hole. In theory, it should start building a bridge going down until level 8, and then it's going to start mining for us and bring the stuff back and put it into this cart manager, where I've set this cart manager to empty the chest into the cargo manager, sorry. So let's give this a go. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, guys. I was going to make it rideable, by the way, but I couldn't make it rideable with the railer, and I needed the railer because otherwise I'd have to lay all the track down myself, and that would be pointless. I will be making a rideable cart probably for the next episode, so keep an eye out for that, guys. So I fired it up, and I was not expecting that at all. It was facing the other way, guys. You saw that? Oh god, no. We'll just have to go with that. It takes away a slight bit of the farm for now. We'll move the cargo manager here. This is the red face, but at least you guys can see how you can configure the faces of the cargo manager. So set this to chest, and then I just change the arrow to go into the cargo manager. That's crazy. Okay. What is it with me and creepers? I am a creeper magnet. Seriously, guys. You have no idea how many troubles I've had with these things lately. That's why it's always good to have an ironwood sword on you. I just want to see... Oh yeah, it has started to place the torches. There should have been somewhere Oh yeah, here. You can change the threshold for the light where it places the torches. Just gonna put it at 10. You gotta admit, guys, though, that is pretty damn cool. So it's just gonna go down to level 8, and then it's gonna start mining out properly. These carts, though, the ones that I've built are nowhere near the top end of the Steve's Carts mod. That's the low end drill, the cheapest drill you can make, and even that one uses diamonds. Diamonds are easier to come by with some of these mods I've brought over from the Ultimate Pack, though, because you have equivalent exchange installed, and that gives you these shards of minium. You can collect these shards, and I've just got another 8 now. That was the last one I needed to make another stone, but I've already got a stone, so I'll show you the one I've already got so I don't have to craft the stone. You need to grab some gold as well. The stone should be in this chest. Yeah. So you make this stone, guys. It's called the minium stone, so I'll just show you the recipe quickly. It's with those shards that I was just showing you. And yeah, just surround them by this inert stone, and the inert stone should just make some stone, iron, and gold. And then you can put this in there, and there's several different crafting recipes for exchanging different things for different items. I'm just going to show you the diamond one. I might try and see if there's a way of altering this for the server slightly, because it is a little bit too easy to get diamonds. Let me just show you how easy it is to get diamonds. What just came up then? Oh, that says I can get iron. So 1 gold bar, gold ingot rather, lets me have iron. There you can see you've got 4 gold ingots, and that'll give you a diamond. And that only wears down the minium stone a little bit, so you could just keep getting more and more diamonds. I'm not going to, though. It is it's a bit cheating, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure if I will leave it in. The problem is it's going to be default in the Ultimate Pack, and I really want the people on the server to be able to use the Ultimate Pack how it is, so I might leave it in. It's just, I might recommend to people that you shouldn't use it too much, because it makes it way too easy to get hold of diamonds. Just put this gold in there. Need that book. Just wipe that track away. Track's so much harder to make in Feed the Beast. Well, in a Minecraft pack at least. I'm not sure if it's the same in the Ultimate Pack. Because you have stuff like Railcraft and Traincraft included, you have to make. Have I got any in here? No, but you have to make these standard rails out, and you make them using this machine here. It's the rolling machine. But I'll be doing a lot more stuff with tracks and rails and carts and everything, so I might go into more detail about that in the future. Let's just put the gravity gun away, and then we can get to checking out Mistcraft, guys. Oh, you know what? We're missing out one very important thing before we do that. The old random item generator. So guys, the random item generator is still up and running. It now has a second recycler that has its own ignition extruders. It's got 2 of those. It will have 3 eventually, like the other one. I just haven't bothered to build it yet. And it's getting me some really good stuff, guys. Still no diamonds, but I've had rubies and sapphires and emeralds, and I've emptied out these dusts so many times because they're so useful. You know, you got like gold dust there, that get you 7 gold straight there. Copper, iron, some coal dust, that's useful, tin dust. Not sure what some of these dusts do, but you know, they're all quite useful in their own ways. And it's just handy. Sometimes I come up here and I'm like, oh, I really need something. It's like, oh, I haven't got enough rubber. Look, there's some there, so I grab it. Some leather there. It means I don't have to kill so many cows. It's good for getting you a bit of food as well. I just keep organised with these buttons, but for some strange reason, generally get hidden behind not enough items. But yeah, that just keeps the chest sorted in order for me. So that's running very nicely. I have added an extra floor up here, but there's nothing there yet, except from this creeper face. I'm not too keen on this creeper face because the proportions are wrong. Simply because it would have to be huge, because you can't use like half blocks and stuff with the stained glass. So I was going to ask you guys whether you had any ideas of what I could use as a piece of pixel art for the floor for the next floor. It can be a lot bigger. Stained glass is a bit of a pain to make. You need some propolis, which is made by the bees, and then obviously some dye and stuff. It needs to be done in a certain machine, but I think it's worth it, because I think if we come up with the right idea, we can have a nice piece of pixel art for the whole of the floor of the next level maybe. Up there I'm just going to put enchanting and stuff. So let's go and have a bit of fun with Mistcraft. Right, the main thing to note about Mistcraft, by the way, the cat's name's Dexter, I'm not sure if I said that earlier or not. The main thing to note with Mistcraft is always make sure you've got a linking book on you. A linking book is just made by putting a normal book into a crafting table. It doesn't have to be the arcane crafting table. It can be a standard crafting table or a project table, etc. There's quite a few crafting tables in Feed the Beast. It works on most. And then you can just grab your linking book out. I've got a load anyway, but I just want to show you how to craft one. You want to grab yourself a bit of paper. Just going to get rid of that wooden hoe. Grab yourself a bit of paper when you're first starting out, because what you want to be making is some of these descriptive books. I've made a fair few, but these descriptive books are basically other worlds. They're referred to as ages in this mod. So you take those over to the bookbinder, you put a piece of leather in here, and to be honest guys, I'm not entirely sure if this is a bug or not. I have had that same piece of leather in here since I've started playing with this mod. I'm not going to complain there. So you put the paper in here, and that will create a random descriptive book. This here is a writing desk, and you can use this to turn the pages you've collected from the worlds into your own custom worlds, and this is the feature that we're going to be using on the server. I've collected a fair few of these pages because I've been to a lot of worlds, but on the server we're going to have some really well thought out custom worlds for people to visit. So what I tend to do is I use this book stand, which is easy enough to craft, and put the age I'm just about to use on there. Just make sure you don't lose it when you use it, because sometimes they can get lost because they're dropped to the ground. And then you just want to click on this, and that'll take you straight to your new world. Right, for a while you won't really see anything other than maybe some weather, but mainly you'll just see the sky, a bit of darkness. You will always spawn with this like stone platform below you. Oh god guys, yep, this is one of the most annoying things about these worlds, is you can get effects like this one has, nausea and mining fatigue. Usually I would just put up with it until I found a temple, but I'm not going to this time, guys, because you're here with me, so we're just going to create another one. The effect should wear off in a second. It's pretty bad. Yeah, nausea is one of the most annoying effects you can get. Bear in mind, guys, another thing is you can get never enemies in these ages, or worlds, whatever you choose to call them. So keep an eye out for those. Always make sure you got your Lincoln book. Let's have another try, shall we? Age 30. So it might be a good one. Let's go again, guys. Starry Night. Yes. We're in a snowy biome. One major problem that I seem to have just let slip out of my mind is I have next to no armor on because I've got the jetpack on instead, and that would be okay, but the jetpack is out of fuel. So you have these whole new worlds to explore, guys. As long as you've got a Lincoln book with you, you can always get back. There's some interesting things to find in these worlds generally. But the main thing you're looking for is temples like what we saw in the distance in that last world. And that's where you'll get the pages for keeping to make your own custom worlds. Sometimes the worlds are on tiny islands, and sometimes they're huge like this. And so far, I've found nothing, but the most unusual thing about this world is I don't seem to have any effects. I've got mining fatigue, and a creeper's just blew up behind me. Sticky keys are seriously getting me killed, guys. I've really got to get down to the bottom of that problem. I was really hoping to find a temple to show you what they're like, guys, but this is one of the much bigger worlds. As I said, sometimes they can just be like tiny islands. Obviously there is other tiny islands, but there can be a big distance in between them. So you generally just explore the one that you land on, and there's pretty much always a temple there, but I am not finding anything of interest here other than just one big huge snowy biome full of mobs. Oh wow. You know what, guys, this is just not going great. This is not what I was hoping to show you. I was going to be like, wow, Mistcraft, it's going to be so great for the server, and then we end up with one world that makes us have nausea. Oh yes. Just as I was about to give up, guys, I have found a temple. That was a bit lucky because I was just running around in random directions, as you just saw. So these are what you're looking for, guys. It's one of the things you're looking for. There's a few other interesting things, but I'll let you find those, guys. Just gonna eat some bread quick. So you can get your pages off of these lecterns. This one is for a desert hill biome. You can keep these lecterns. I'm going to be using those for my crafting room, which is going to be kind of like a library type place. For some strange reason I don't seem to be destroying this one. It's rather odd because I've collected quite a lot over the time. I've just destroyed them by hand. Oh well. Spruce wood. Ender Starfield. That sounds very interesting. Why aren't these breaking? Just gonna try to pick it. So it's quite odd. Oh, I've got mining fatigue, haven't I? It should have worn off now in here. Generally the effects wear off inside the temples, but it's not this time. Well, that's a bit of a shame, guys, because the other thing about these temples is there's always a chest hidden. I found out about these chests basically because I saw this as a good opportunity to get myself a lot of books. You could also get yourself the whole bookshelves if you brought a silk tool with you. So the hidden chest is usually at the bottom of one side, and it tends to be behind. It's not on this side. Sorry about the slow mining, guys. It's the mining fatigue effect. There's not a lot I can do about that. If I had an axe, it would be a little bit faster, but I didn't bring one with me. Yeah, see there, guys. We've got a chest. That's what we're after. I've had some interesting stuff in those chests. It's mainly just pages, but they tend to be the better pages. And I've also found notebooks in there, and notebooks are what you store all your pages in, so it's quite useful to find those. We'll finally be able to get to the chest as soon as this block's broken. Right, guys. East. I still don't know what the directional ones do. Another east. Rainbow. That's quite useful. Iced Wasteland. Iced Wasteland. And Meadow. It's not the best of stuff, guys, but you can see just from the few enemies that I fought here, I got another shard of minium. So it's quite easy to get the 8 you need to create one of those stones. So as I said, it's a bit too easy to get hold of the diamonds. Anyway, so let's use our linking book to go back to the overworld. And I say we're going to wrap up. It's a bit of a random episode. I just thought I'd show you some really cool things. Mainly talk to you guys about the fact that we will be using the ultimate pack for the server. Sorry, just checking if that tree farm's still going. It is still going, but you know, I'm probably gonna just get rid of that one and keep the Steve's Carts one. We're just gonna check to see how that mining operation's going, and then we call it a day. Right, this is something I'm definitely going to have to look into because it's destroyed this again. Seeing this, guys? I hope you're as confused as me, but there is one simple answer that I should have thought of earlier. Grab the cargo manager and put it so it's facing the side of the detector rail, so that's the yellow side. Chest and going into the cargo manager. I don't know why I just split those up. Alright, now that should be set up fine. As you can see, it's gone. And it's killed a skeleton. Probably killed some more than that. Whoa. If nothing else, this is useful for me to come down. See this, guys? It's changed slightly because it's going past the water here. And right here, this is how it prevents the lava. It builds itself little walls. And oh, has this thing got a long way? That's rather awesome indeed, guys. Still getting used to this texture pack. I'm not sure what some things are. Silver, I thought it was. I'm after silver because you need it a lot for the electricity stuff. I'll come back and get the rest of all that stuff down there and we'll get some turtles to do. Or I might eventually get my head around the Steve Cart's mining situation. So guys, I would like some more requests. I'm still going to be working on the one big request that I've had so far, and that's the fortress with a modern interior. I will be doing a lot of research into all of these mods, so once we've got the server up and going, I can help you guys as much as possible. And for those of you that have already said that you're going to help with the server and everything, so you are going to be members, just want you guys to know that I'll be there whenever I'm on the server. I'll be there to help you with any of your projects. If you want your projects in one of my videos, I'll do that for you. You know, I'm just going to be as nice as I can to you guys, because you guys give me something to do, you know? I'm disabled, I don't get to do much else, so it's just nice to make these videos for you guys, and it's going to be even nicer to have a server for you to play on. Anyway guys, any requests, comments, etc., let me know. If you like this video at all, it was a bit random, I know, but still, if you can, please give me a like, it helps a lot. Subscribe if you want to see some more Minecraft content, and take care, keep crafting.